Hi, this is Neil O'Brien, and this week's 80/20 case study, I'm going to talk about 3 whales and 16 sardines. And this one is very close to my heart because this is where it all began about 20 years ago. I stumbled on 80/20 and it was like love at first sight. So I was a huge fan of 80/20, and when you see these numbers, I think you'll know why. So at the time I was working for an electronics company as a management accountant, and I've been working as an accountant for a few years, and I got a bit, the month end and budget, I was getting a bit bored with them. I know, surprising to hear an accountant say that. I was calling myself a recovering accountant. But what I loved doing was working out the customer profitability analysis. And what I do is I take the sales and allocate them all across customers and do the same with all the costs. So I ended up with a net profit or net loss by customer. And when I worked it out for the electronics company, it was pretty amazing what came out of it. So in a graph form, this is what it looked like. So they had 36 customers. Now just 3 of those 36 customers were giving them 91% of their net profit. Just 3 out of 36, which is pretty extraordinary. And at the other end of the scale, you can see here on the right hand side are all the sardines. They're below the line. 16 of their 36 customers were losing money. So on the right hand side are the sardines, on the left hand side are the few profitable customers, over here are the sardines. Now much later on, when we'd taken all the actions from this, the picture looks much better. You can see more whales over here and much fewer sardines. I'll just flick back there. Look at all the sardines before we started taking action on this. A lot fewer of them over here and more whales. What did we do? We actively went after more whales. Now of the 16 sardines, they fell into a few categories. 5 of them were dropped completely as customers. Now 4 of them had their prices increased so that they moved to break even or small profit. Now of the remaining ones, some of them were viewed as baby whales. They had the potential to be much bigger, more profitable customers, and the last 2 were left as they are. Why? Because the owner played golf with them most Saturdays, so they were left there. This is what it's like working with small business owners at time, and that's fine. So whales and sardines, what you want is you want to grow your sales through your whales, you want to minimize the sardines. That's what this is all about, and that's a great example. Now the last 2 people I worked with on doing 80/20 analysis, I actually worked with them remotely by email and phone, which is great because it just saves time with travel and so on and makes it much more affordable for you. So if you're interested, every week I offer 2 free 30-minute consultations on 80/20 just to see how you'd fit in for an 80/20 analysis. Okay? If you're interested, email me, neil@quantum.ie. Thanks for listening.